I apologize for the delay on this webinar. We had a bit of technical difficulties, but I'm so glad that you are all able to join. Today, we would like to walk you through our dealer portal, show you all of the support that we have there, talk about how our marketing team can help in presenting. And as a little introduction, my name is Kelsey Wing. I am actually located in our Utah office in the United States. I help run our dealer marketing support. So I talk to dealers, make sure they are supported as far as marketing materials go. And we're gonna do a quick run through of what that looks like if you haven't seen the dealer portal before. But we have lots of free materials for you. And we get questions all the time saying, what happens when I'm a dealer? What are the benefits? And our free marketing support is one of those. So I hope you feel inspired after this call. I hope you feel like you have a marketing team that is backing you up and that it's here to support you in any way that you need. So before we also get started, I want you to know that there is a side panel that has an option for you to ask questions. So we've got lots of panelists on the call today, and we are here to answer any questions that you have. So please feel free to go to that question section, type in a question, let us know where you are, let us know how the weather is, and we're excited again that you are all able to join. And Paul, I haven't shared my screen yet. And I apologize, my camera is not working either. That was part of our technical difficulties this morning. So I'm just gonna be sharing, let me hurry and pull it up and I'll make sure that you're all able to see this okay. Okay, Paul, let me know if you can see my my screen now.
Hi, Kelsey, we can. This is Tomer.
Perfect, thank you, Tomer. Okay, awesome. Paul gave me the thumbs up as well. And then Mike said, I don't know if you guys, Mike is in Sunny Whistle. I may not be able to pronounce these, in Kent, UK, and he says it's sunny. I'm so jealous. It's freezing here in Utah. So I wish we had some sun. All right, well, Tomer, if you don't mind, if any questions come up, will you chime in and let me know so I can make sure that everyone feels like their questions have been answered on this call?
Sure.
Great, thank you so much. Okay, so this is our dealer portal. And I'm actually gonna back up here. I want to show you how to register. So if you go to qualsys.com, so I know this is a little bit different than the UK website that we send you to register to be an installer, but you'll want to jump over to qualsys.com and go to dealers. And from there, you'll see there's a few different options. So registering as a Qualsys dealer, you've already done that on the UK side. So you'll want to come here to register/log into the portal. And from there, go to register if you don't have a login already, and you'll fill all of this information out. So once you fill this information out, just as a little side note, you will be added to our mailing list as well. So that's another benefit. You'll be in the know of new products, new webinars like this that are happening. All will happen once you register for access to the dealer portal. So I'm just gonna jump back here really quick and I'm gonna log in. So this is what our portal looks like. And our home screen is just gonna have some easy links to different pages on our dealer portal. So you'll see here, oh, it just switched, but we do have LTE upgrades. We've got some certification trainings. And then down below, it's just gonna talk to you about marketing support. We have a tech bulletin as well, letting you know about updates that have happened, and we have a dealer blog. So I'd encourage you to check out the dealer blog as well. There's a lot of useful information on there. And anything on this site, again, is free for you to use as a dealer. So you don't need to email us at marketing for our permission. You are free to just take it and run. The first thing I want to jump and talk to you about is our trainings. So you'll see here we have sales training, technical training, and device trainings. This means that your sales teams and your technical teams can also get access to the dealer portal using that same registration link I just showed you. And from there, they can complete the trainings and be certified for Qualsys and the IQ panel. So I'm just going to jump here to the sales training to kind of give you a glance of what it looks like. You'll see we have an overview of the IQ panel. We really dive into all the different features and benefits that we feel like your teams should focus on. And then we go into a little bit of the devices. And with the devices, we're also talking about how those work together in an ecosystem. So each section of our training will be about 10 to 20 minutes, depending on which section we're talking about. And then there's a short 3 to 5 question quiz at the end. And this will be the same for the technical training. I can jump over there just to give you a quick look of what that looks like. So you'll see here we're going into the hardware, software, and installing. The device training is a little bit different, where our sales and technical trainings they're a bit long. These ones are going to be about 3 minutes each, and we're just talking about individual features. So these are good because they explain everything in such a short amount of time, but we're also talking about a lot of information, and we're going back into that ecosystem. So we're talking about how a door sensor can work with a thermostat, how when you keep a door open, that thermostat's going to adjust. We're talking about how a door window sensor can go on things other than main doors and windows, such as medicine cabinets or a safe, whatever it may be, is what we're focusing on during these. Tomer, have any questions come up about the trainings?
No, nothing.
Perfect. Okay, well, we're going to deep dive in then to the fun stuff, which is our marketing materials. So I'm jumping here to residential downloads, and we start with our different flyers. But before we go there, we do have apps that are a perfect emulator of the IQ panel. So if you just search IQ Panel 2 into the App Store, it should pull up with the app, or here's direct links there. But I definitely advise that all of your team have access to the emulator, because it does do a great job, again, of showing them how easy it is to control the system. When you actually disarm the emulator, it's going to take a disarm photo. So you're showing the customer how this works, and you're allowing them to get an idea of how they would use it in their everyday life. So we have a lot of materials on here that are really popular, and our team wants to help you in customizing as well. So if there's a flyer that you really like, send me an email. And Tomer, do you mind putting my email in the chat?
Just doing it at this very moment.
Awesome, thank you. So Tomer will put my email in there. Send me an email. If there's a flyer you really like, let me know, and my team can work in getting those for you. It takes about 4 to 6 weeks to get a flyer back, but it'll have your, I'm going to pull up my residential flyer to give you an example. So what we'll do is we would take out the Qualsys logo, replace it with your logo, update colors, make sure your website's down here at the bottom. So when we hand it back to you, we want you to feel like this is your own, that you can take this, you can download it and print it, and your team's good to go. They're knowledgeable and they have something pretty to take to customers' homes. So this is our residential flyer. Installers really like this because the front is going to have main talking points. So we're really big into differentiating yourself from other installers, and we feel like our features do a good job of that. So you'll see that they're very prominent on our marketing flyers. And this is no different. So it's going to talk about the 7-inch HD touchscreen. It's talking about how it's going to work with existing sensors in a home. Built-in 5-megapixel panel camera that's able to take disarm photos or record in the event of an alarm. Hands-free experience is that Bluetooth touchless disarming, and pair it with other smart devices so that when your phone disarms the system using Bluetooth, you're going to have doors unlock, lights turn on, thermostat adjust. Always stay connected because you're connected to LTE and Wi-Fi. Being able to view cameras right from the 7-inch HD touchscreen. So again, it's all working together, and these features may be different for your situation. So if that's the case, we are happy to adjust that as well. We can talk to you and say, which features are you going to be showcasing? But again, we feel like it should be features that are differentiating you. So that 24-hour monitoring is great, but everyone has that, right? So we really want you to focus on things that are different. So the front is going to have those differentiating features, and then the back is going to be our devices. So being able to talk to a customer and say, here's what we can offer, and on the back, let's make your dream, your dream bundle or package. And again, this may differ a little bit in the UK. This is just what we have on the portal, but we will work on updating this to make sure that it's accurate for everyone. So that is our residential flyer. We have sales slicks as well. This is a big document, so I believe there's 52 pages of the sales slick. And the way this will work is every feature and piece of equipment for our S-line side of devices is going to get its own page. So you'll see here, we're talking about the IQ Panel 2. We're talking about partitions, live view, so being able to view those cameras right from the 7-inch screen. Here's our touchless connectivity. And then jumping down here, we're going into our devices. So this is the IQ remote, that secondary panel where you can add up to 3. Here's our door window sensor. So this will give you an idea. And in customizing, it would be replacing the logo again and updating colors, just to give you a little idea there. Let me see. I'm going to jump through. If anyone wants to see something in particular, please chat Tomer, and then I'll open it up for you here on the webinar. But we have scripts as well. So as your teams are getting more familiar with the system, if you have inbound sales teams, outbound sales teams, I would definitely advise you to come in here and download these and send them out to your teams. So making sure that they feel comfortable talking about the IQ panel, talking about the different features and benefits that they offer. I would advise, again, come in here and download all of these. One of my favorite flyers that we have on the dealer portal is our Diecut. And the reason I love this is because when it's printed, it's the actual size of the panel. So this is perfect when you as an installer are going into a customer's home. You can say, here's how the IQ panel is going to look on the wall. Here's how pretty it is. And then on the back, you're saying, here's those features and benefits again. So great talking points and very user-friendly. Gives them, again, a great idea of how they're going to use this system. So those are our flyers. Take a look. Reach out to me if you want any of them customized. Next, we're going to talk about the photography and branding. So we give you almost all of the pictures that we own or that we've taken of the panel and of its devices. So feel free to come in here and use imagery for your websites. Use them for social media. If you have a marketing team and you feel like you're comfortable enough in creating flyers, you don't need any of the ones I just showed above, come in here and take pictures and use those on those flyers. This is a place where we have just really felt like we're a team. We want to give you what we have. If there's an image that you're looking for, or if you see a picture of the panel you really like, but you want a different UI on it, reach out to me. And we have a 40-hour-a-week employee that what he does is he takes pictures, he records videos. So he wants ideas, and we would love to be able to send those over to him. Next is our sales videos. So these are 2 to 3 minute commercials. Download these again, put them on social media, put them on your website. We can also help in customizing these. So I'm going to jump down here below, and this will give you a good idea of what the 6 commercials currently look like with the Qualsys logo at the end. But same thing applies to the flyers. We're happy to throw your logo onto this. If you have a call to action, you want phone numbers, websites listed, we can help adding that at the end as well. But these do a great job of just showing the lifestyle of the system, of devices, of features. So I definitely advise you to come look at these. I would play one for you, but it doesn't play great over GoToWebinar. So I'll just advise you to come take a look at them yourself in your free time. Where these are the 2-minute commercials, these panel feature animations are 30 to 60 seconds. I did social media for a short time at Qualsys when I first started, and I loved these for that purpose. They do a great job of explaining in a short amount of time why encryption is so important. Encrypt those sensors that are in your home from potential hacks. So take a look at these as well. And then we have the same thing for devices. So showing how everything works together in that ecosystem. Help videos are preloaded onto the panel. I don't know if you are all aware of that, but if you touch the envelope icon in the top right-hand corner, you'll be able to get some help videos. What we've done is we've taken the most frequently asked questions that an end user has within the first 90 days, and we've created a video on there. So these are perfect and very user-friendly and informative. So I'd advise you take a look at those as well. And then down below here is some documentation. So documentation, you'll see we have specs for the IQ panel. We have a user guide. The user guide is going to be very similar to these help videos, but some people prefer to read, right? As opposed to watching a video. So they can take a look at those. We've got DIY guides, self-install guides if you're interested in going that route as well. And then here's some social media campaigns. So we have some different posts, we have different emails as well. Take a look and see if any of those fit, and we would love to customize with your information. What we have done is we've actually worked with Tomer too to update some of these to be more Europe. So you'll see there was like the American flag and thing in some of these. So we've really updated them, tried to make them fit your region. So you can download all European videos here and take a look at those. And this is a good mix. This is a good mix of those device training videos that I had mentioned earlier, as well as a few of our commercials. Tomer, is there anything that I have missed?
No, I've actually published all these videos. They're all live on our YouTube channel, all the localized videos. And these are the ones, as you said, that could be downloaded and used in a higher resolution or higher quality in case you guys want to embed them to your website. So far, all information is great. Thank you, Kelsey.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Kelsey?
Yeah, go ahead.
Kelsey, it's Paul Andrews. I've managed to get on.
Hey, Paul.
So thanks for stepping in as well. So I just wanted potentially, could you show people on your screen the training section that we have?
Yep, I actually showed them that. So we talked about the sales training, technical training. I opened both of those too so they could see some of the sections that are there. But if you have any other questions on the trainings, please put it in the chat and our team is happy to help answer those. But we definitely advise you get trained, right, Paul?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the training section as well. Obviously, you used to have to come to our offices in Manchester or Heathrow. Now you can do them from your office. You could ask your engineers to come in early before they start the jobs. And they are certified training as well, so you do get a certificate at the end of them. And if you run a large organization, then you can track your engineers' progress on the training. So you can see who has done it and who hasn't done it as well. So, it's a very useful tool that means that your engineers don't have to spend a day off the road. They can do it progressively. So it is a great tool to utilize.
Thank you. And I actually did fail to mention that part is we can help. If you want to know how your team's progressing in the trainings, send me an email and we'll pull a report and we're able to send that over to you too. So thanks for mentioning that, Paul. Okay, if we don't have any questions on the residential marketing materials, I want to jump over to the commercial marketing materials. So a lot of what we have on the residential side that I just showed you, we have taken and we've done for the small business and commercial space. So you'll see here we have a 2-minute commercial that's going to be commercial facing. We have those same animation videos for features and devices. And then down below, here's our documentation. So I showed you the residential flyer at the beginning of the presentation. I want to show you what our commercial solution looks like. So this is our flyer for the SMB/commercial space, small business commercial. So same thing with the residential. We're talking about our main features and benefits up here on the top. Talking about disarm photos. So having employees be able to see who disarms the system with the camera. Being able to have screen lock, so not anyone can access the system. You have to have your code in order to arm and disarm or view any other pages on the IQ panel. Power G is a huge one, so being able to no longer need repeaters because Power G goes 4 times the range and also has 2-way military grade encryption. So very informative there. And then on the back, we're showcasing all of our Power G devices because we believe these are the ones that you should be using in every commercial installation. And then I also showed you the die cut. So I'm going to jump there. So here's our commercial die cut. This is just print ready, which is why it looks a little bit different than the one I showed you before. But the back will have those same features that are on the commercial flyer here on the die cut. So lots of information, lots of free materials. I hope that you have learned something, you feel like you are empowered to get started, and you've got some really pretty things that you can show off as an installer.
Kelsey?
Oh, go ahead. Yes, please.
Yeah, just a quick one. You know the sales slick on the residential? I don't know if you clicked on that to show everybody, but just for those who do a lot of work on social media, I find this to be very helpful. I don't know if you could just go to it, Kelsey, at all, in downloads and residential. And the sales slick here, this is 52 slides, and it goes over each sales benefit and feature. For example, yeah, just choose the camera, I suppose. Here, what I do is I utilize these for social media. So you're showing particular features that your customers might have an interest in, but on a social media platform, or you could do it embedded into an email perhaps. So this I really like, because you can focus on maybe 1 month that you want to sell more cameras. You could utilize maybe the doorbell integration. But again, you know, this is a fantastic slide for social media. So I just wanted to bring that to their attention as well.
Yes, you're correct. That's a good point, actually, is come here. We really talk about a lot, and we're trying to give you lots of good tips and tricks. So especially on, I'm jumping down, on our devices even, we're talking about how you can make them smart. So the glass break's not a great example. Let me go, like a smoke detector. Do we say one here? Not picking good examples, but you're right. We're talking about, like I've used the example for the door window sensor, and I know it's on that page. Use the door window sensor to work with things. When you open a door, turn on a light. And we've got, so that could be your, like, did you know type post for social media, right? And then go into our image packs that I showed you earlier. I'll just point to those again really quickly. Under photography, find a really pretty picture of a door window sensor or of our light bulb and use those for your social media posts. I think if you use the cell slicks or your social media calendar, you're gonna find that you're able to produce a lot on social media.
Yeah, and I would definitely say that Kelsey has done a mock-up of websites that generate the most traffic And you could sort of imagine that your first web page is broken up into 3 or 4 different sections. And what we find is that if your website is interactive, you're going to generate more clicks and more interest. So for example, the first banner that's broken up, like we said, into 3 sections, if you put on there, watch this video to tell you a little bit more about Qualsys, you could use the 2-minute commercial video that we've got for the residential, and they click on that, and then that could direct them to something else like a contact form. And the more interactive links that you've got will generate you more leads to your website. So it's fantastic where you can use all these videos, you can use all the image packs that we've got, you know, branded literature, photographs, you know, feel free to use those. And if you want them customizing, like Kelsey says, let us know, and we'll help you to do that to make your website generate the most leads possible for you.
Yes, exactly. Thank you so much for adding that. If you kind of backtracking too, if you feel like you would want help with your website, if you want ideas, if you want imagery, my team's always happy to hop on those calls separately as well, to kind of give you ideas of what other dealers are doing, show you examples of who we've worked with in the past, and make sure that you feel like you have the materials and support that you need. So I want to jump, we've talked about residential and commercial. I want to jump over to our technical page. This has a lot of information as far as the tech side goes. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not super familiar with everything that's on this page, but I know that there's a lot. So we're gonna have a lot of our documentation. Some of these are similar to what we have on the marketing page, but you'll see that there's a few that are different as well. One of the ones that I would encourage you to focus on and make sure that your team has access to, one is the audio glass break test. So if you are doing the panel's built-in glass break detector, make sure that your team has access to this audio glass break test. They can come in here, and I believe you can even come in here and download it and then email it off to your techs so that they can make sure that they are testing that glass break before they leave. I know we'll get a lot of people reaching out to us wondering where that is, and it's right here under downloads and technical. The other one is going to be the compatible ZWave devices. So some people may have ZWave devices already in their home. This is going to allow you to see what's compatible as far as lights, locks, thermostats. And then something to keep in mind as well is, as far as cameras go, they're not on here, but the Alarm.com cameras are the only ones compatible right now. So here's our door locks. If something is not on this list, reach out to us. These are just all the devices that we've tested, but if it's ZWave, it may work. So reach out, our team can let you know, but these are just going to be the ones that we have for sure tested on the IQ panel and know that work.
Yeah, and if you go on the Alarm.com website, I believe now it's country specific. So for example, if you do it in the UK, it brings up the page, the UK page, and if you go to ecosystem, which I think is on the far right, it will show you the devices which are whitelisted for the UK. So it shows you the locks, the cameras, the thermostats, plugs, light bulbs, switches, all that good sort of stuff. The thing that it doesn't show you is that we've got it working with Amazon Alexa, with Sonos. So that's a good integration. Jason, our technical guy for the UK and Ireland, he's got it working correctly. So if you want to ask him how to partner the two up, then we can obviously assist you with that as well.
Great, thank you. And we're working to update this same as Alarm.com. So in the future, you'll be able to come in, select your region, and everything that is relevant to you will show up. That may be a later this year thing that is implemented, but it's something that we are working on right now. So just keep that in mind. These are all of our IQ panel training videos as well. So these are the same videos that you'll see embedded in a lot of our technical trainings, but these are here if you just want to show your teams. They're also available on YouTube. So you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. This webinar is going to be recorded and will be placed on that YouTube channel later today, as well as all past webinars. We've got lots and lots of things available on YouTube. So I'd encourage you to subscribe and take a look at those. And these just are first generation, so they're not relevant here. We have support. So this will show you our dealer support, technical support, and software downloads. So software downloads are another great thing. Make sure that all of your panels are connected to Wi-Fi so that Alarm.com can help in pushing software updates to your systems. If they're not connected to Wi-Fi, you'll have to do it manually. And this will show you how to do that. But definitely easier for you to just be able to push it through Alarm.com directly. Marketing store, you'll see when you come on here that we do have different shirts and displays to purchase. Tomer and Paul are actually working on getting some locally for you. So Tomer, do you want them to hold off on purchasing anything from this marketing store right now until you can get things and ship them locally? How is that going to work?
We are actually doing it right now, so we soon have some updates and news. I guess currently it's best not to use the North American shop.
Okay, awesome. Well then, Tomer will keep you all in the loop, let you know when those are available. I know we talked about it on our Monday call, so he's working hard to make sure you have some really cool swag there. So this is our marketing, or I'm sorry, our dealer portal. Really quick, Paul, do you have any LTE upgrades there? And what about Builder? I skipped over those parts, but I'm happy to go back if they're going to be useful.
So in respect to LTE, not really. We haven't had the shutdown really on 2G yet. We're killing the phone lines, the PSTN. The features that we're obviously promoting with Qualsys is that it is dual path simultaneous. So for people who didn't join the earlier technical webinars and so on, just remember that the Qualsys is dual path. They're both primary paths. So you can see that anyway. You know, I've posted a lot about that and spoke a lot about that. However, the interesting thing that Kelsey did mention was the build program. It's not 100% set up yet like it is in the US. But what I would suggest to you is if you are working with new build companies in the UK or Ireland, message me, tell me who you're working with, and we can work out a similar setup to the builder program in the US. It's just not set in stone, should we say, at the moment. We're finalising the last little details with Alarm.com. But if you are working with new builders, let us know and we'll sort something out to assist you with it. And what that means is we're trying to provide a system that goes into the show home, which allows you to, or the new build company, to promote the system and show the smart features that it's capable of, like the locks, potentially the thermostat, the cameras, all in the panel. So yeah, it's an interesting thing that you picked up on there, Kelsey. It's not set in stone, like I said, but let me know if that's something that you do work with, and we can obviously assist you. You know, you can see there that Kelsey's showing you we've got scripts, we've got FAQs, which can help the salesperson. So it might be Bovis Homes or it might be Red Row, for example. Them salespeople, you could provide them with a script and a recommended device and rules for the home to be set up. Yeah, it's definitely an interesting topic. So let me know if you do work with new builders, and we can take it from there. Thanks,
Great.
Kelsey.
Yeah, no problem. So I did pull up our builder page for North America just to show you that we have materials available. So if you're able to work with Paul and get something local as far as builder goes, we have materials. We've got flyers, like he had mentioned, we've got scripts, we've got PowerPoint presentations. So take a look here and just know that we have got you if this is a new area that you decide to take on. So that is a quick overview of the dealer portal. Are there any questions or anything that I may have missed, Tomer?
I think you did an excellent job. Thank you, Kelsey, for stepping
Yes,
in.
no problem. Please email me. Tomer, I believe, put my email in the chat. So if there's something that you really liked, I would love to receive an email. Let me know a list of things that you're interested in, maybe 3 to 5, and then include your logo and any contact information you would like. And again, it'll take about 4 to 6 weeks, but my team wants to help. We want you to think of us as an extension of your marketing team. And we really just want to be able to help you succeed in your market.
Paul, do you have anything that you would like to add?
No, I think Kelsey's done a very proficient job. You know, you can visit the uk.qualsys.com website. We are constantly updating it. Obviously, this is the US one. It's got a huge amount of content, which we are trying to localize into UK. So, you know, as Kelsey said, we're very flexible. We're trying to assist you with all your marketing material and your needs, and trying to bespoke it so that, you know, you can put your logo on it and so on. So, you know, just reach out to myself or one of the UK and Ireland team. Obviously, this is for Africa as well. So if you're calling in from Africa or South Africa, then, you know, speak to Julian. He will be able to point you in the right direction as well. But, you know, we want to work with you. You know, we're trying to help you. You know, we've seen that many websites in the UK, and I'm sure you will agree, a lot of it is very much the same. And it says that I'm NSI or SSIB accredited. You know, it's generic photographs. It's not a very interactive website. And we want to help you change that, because, you know, the industry is moving forward with product, and websites need to move in that direction as well. So let us know how we can help you. Kelsey's done a fantastic job in showing you most of the materials that we've got. It's a huge portal. I would advise you to go on, log on, and any questions, feel free to speak to any of us.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And again, this will be recorded and placed on YouTube. So if you have any other questions or you want to go back and rewatch this or send it to your teams, you can go there. And thank you so much. Have a good rest of your week, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye-bye.